Hello, R. Kelly fans. Yes, your girl, Ladydee, is here. She's here. She's tired. But the reply, well, I'm sure some of you guys already know that now we have access to the reply brief. And I'm sure most of you guys have already heard, but you know me, I like to come on here for my people and read the things that you guys just assume everyone has access to or go to other channels. So I am going to read R. Kelly's reply brief. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Those of you that have not visited a site that was already, that's already done it. I'm back to work. But I can't leave my people hanging. How are you guys doing? Come on in. Come on in. I am going to read the brief. Jennifer's reply. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Wow, sir. I hope everyone is doing well today. Yes. I just wanted to come on and read I was not, because I swear, man, I do this all day, every day, reading these pleadings. I'm exhausted. But you know me. That's my boy. And I always tell you guys, if I got something to share, I'm going to come on here and share it. So bear with me. But I am going to read it. I think we have, are you guys hitting that like button on your way in? Please do that for your girl. Okay. Let's give a couple of more minutes to get some more people in. But if they missed the beginning or whatever, they can always catch it on the replay. Give me 1 second. Let me go check on hubby before I get started and get him out the way, and I'll come back and take care of you guys. So give me 1 second, okay? Awesome. Wait a minute. What the heck did I just do? I done screwed up. Lord, what have I done? Am I going to get back to the people? What'd I do? Okay. All right. See, that's why I have to have my gun. Hey, everybody, give me 1 second. Let me go out here for 1 hot second. And I'll be right back, and we're going to get started no matter how many people we have joining us. Okay, give me 1 second. My apologies. I am back. Let's do this. So, guys, I'm just going to read it. Leave your comments. I'll get a chance because I know I won't be able to keep up with you guys. But you know how I like to do when it's all over and done with. I like to come back and check out the chat and see what I missed. But it's not that long. It's 20 pages, but so I basically say it's really about 15 maybe, because you got all that cover sheet and all that crap. So, all right. Are we ready? Okay, let me see who's in here. Let's see who's in here. Let me get some shout outs before we get started. Well, hello there, Perspective. Well, hello there, Mrs. Clay. I'm in too. How are you? How are Arlene? Shirley, hey, Empress, what's up? Oh my God. Hey, I'm Levin News, what's up? Hey, J626, thank you guys. And you know I can't get to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am going to hop right to it. You know, I don't like wasting unnecessary time. You know what I'm saying? So bear with me, and I'm going to start reading. Going to do what I can do. All right, you know, I'm not going to do all that, not all that shit. Y'all know what time that is. So I'm just going to say reply brief for Defendant-Appellant Robert Sylvester Kelly by you know who? Miss Bone Jean. See, all of that shit, you ain't got to go through all that. Sure in the hell ain't about to do no damn table of contents. So we're going to get right to the meat and the potatoes. So I'm starting with, in case you guys have a copy, I'm on starting with page 1, the reply argument. Like I said, guys, don't think I'm ignoring you. I am not. I'm not going to follow the chat. I'm just going to focus on reading this. Okay, so I can get back to my hubby. See how I try to satisfy both, you know, to keep the peace. All right, here we go. Reply argument. Defendant's conviction for sexual exploitation and inducement of a child must be reversed where the charges were brought outside the applicable statute of limitations. The government contends that the 2003 amendment to, would you guys mind if I skip these damn sections, these sites? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scan, I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to give you guys, so you, if you want to look up all these statutes and shit, I'm not doing all that. But okay, here we go. The government contends that the 2003 amendment to, I guess I have to say it. Damn. 18 U.S.C. section 3283 that extended the statute of limitations for offenses involving the sexual or physical abuse of a child does not violate the ex post facto clause. It argues that this court's holding in United States versus Gibson, I'm not going to do that damn site, is dispositive of the issue and further urges this court to adopt the reasoning set forth in United States versus Maxwell. And then, of course, they have the site. At the outset, Gibson is distinguishable from the case at bar where the defendant in Gibson was initially indicted within the applicable statute of limitations and therefore put on timely notice of the charges and the need to defend them. In Gibson, the defendant was indicted in January of 2001 for conduct that occurred in June 1996. The statute of limitations at the time the conduct was committed was 5 years. As a result, the indictment was timely filed. After indictment, the defendant fled the jurisdiction to avoid prosecution and was arrested in Belize in May 2001. The statute of limitations was tolled while defendant was on the run pursuant to section, a statute that was in effect at the time of his indictment. There's a footnote here. Let's see what that says. The district court's decision in Maxwell is currently pending review before the United States District Court for the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. United States versus Maxwell. Okay, all right. In January 2002, defendant pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy and was sentenced to a term of 262 months imprisonment. The remainder of the indictment was dismissed. The defendant appealed. The court reversed the conviction and sentence where the plea agreement was defective. The mandate issued on February 26th of 2004, pursuant to 18 U.S.C. Section 3296, the government had 60 days to move to reinstate the counts of the indictment that were dismissed pursuant to plea agreement. The government so moved, and the charge were reinstated on July 14, 2005. Defendant argued that 3 of the reinstated counts were time barred. The government claimed that the counts were not time barred. Because the statute of limitations was extended by this particular statute, 18 U.S.C. Section 3296. So I guess it's important for me to say that particular one, because this is what this is all about, which became effective on November 2nd, 2002. This court found that application of the statute that served to extend the statute of limitations did not violate the defendant's ex post facto rights, noting that it is well settled law that applying procedural statutes that effectively enlarge limitations periods. Let me read that again. The court found that application of the statute that served to extend the statute of limitations did not violate the defendant's ex post facto rights, noting that it is well settled law that applying procedural statutes that effectively enlarge limitations periods does not violate the ex post facto clause, so long as the statute is passed before the given prosecution is barred. Relying on Gibson, the government here contends that because the 2003 amendment was passed during a period of time that a prosecution could have been brought against defendant Kelly, the ex post facto clause is not offended by Kelly's prosecution on charges dated back to the late 1990s. Gibson is inapt where the defendant there was initially indicted within the statute of limitations period that existed at the time of the alleged conduct. In contrast, the defendant here was not indicted within the statute of limitations period that existed at the time of the charged conduct. Are we good, guys? The government ignores the general canon articulated by the United States Supreme Court in 2C versus United States. That criminal statute of limitations are to be interpreted in favor of repos. See also United States versus Gentile in that section. The purpose of criminal statute of limitations is to limit exposure to criminal prosecution to a certain fixed period of time following the occurrence of criminal acts. There is a presumption against retroactive legislation, which is deeply rooted in Supreme Court jurisprudence. And then they have the case land grab versus USI and all that. Okay. This time honored presumption must be applied unless Congress has clearly manifested its intent to the contrary. And then there's another case site here, Hughes versus Aircraft versus U.S. X-Rail Schumer. Then the case site. I'm going to figure out a way. I'll give you guys a copy that for those that's really interested in all those sites. As argued in defendant's opening brief, Congress evinced an intent that Section 3283 apply prospectively when it employed prospective language and rejected a version of the bill that incorporated language that allowed for the retroactive application of the amendment. And opposite to, no, is that what that is? I'm sorry, guys, I'm stuck on a word here. Let me see. An opposite I think that's what that is, to the statute at issue in Gibson. The government disagrees, arguing that Congress only intended to excise language that would serve to revive expired claims as prohibited in Strongner versus California, and it has the case site. Notably, Stogner, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, had not been decided at the time the 2003 amendment passed. Thus, it is far from clear that Congress was only concerned about retroactive application of a statute that revived expired claims, although the revival of expired claims of a greater constitutional concern. Indeed, retroactive means application to any past conduct, not merely when it revives stale claims. Because the amendment uses prospective language, it seems clear that Congress intended to avoid all retroactive application of the amendment. That is, it is sought to avoid application of the amendment to all conduct that preceded enactment of the amendment, not just to those claims that had expired. Even if this court concludes that application of the amendment does not violate the ex post facto clause, its application creates impermissible retroactive effects. And gentle. For example, the district court concluded that a 6-year, I'm sure that's 6 years. You know about them damn typos. You know I have a serious damn problem with that, but here we go. Concluded that a 6-year statute of limitations created by Dodd-Frank law was inapplicable to crimes allegedly committed by the defendant because the Supreme Court does not favor retroactive statutes of limitations. And there was no clear congressional intent for the statute to apply retroactively. And that's Gentile, and it puts the site. The court reached this exclusion notwithstanding the application of the extended statute of limitations would not have run afoul of the ex post facto clause. A file, something like that. In short, the ex post facto clause is not the final word on whether a statute is impermissibly retroactive as it runs afoul, that's what that is, of familiar considerations of fair notice, reasonable reliance, and settled expectations. Indeed, Landgraf makes clear that certain statutes must be presumed, absent a clear statement from Congress, to apply only prospectively. But while the constitutional impediments to I told you guys I'm tired. But while the constitutional impediments to retroactive civil legislations are now modest, prospectivity remains the appropriate default rule because it accords with widely held because it accords with widely held intuit. I can't believe now I say this shit all the time and I can't even say this word. Intuitions? I want to say that's intuitions. Is it? I think it is. Y'all have to excuse me. Because it accords with widely held intuitions about how statute ordinarily operates, a presumption against retroactive activity will generally coincide with legislative and public expectations. Requiring clear intent ensures that Congress itself has affirmatively considered the potential unfairness of retroactive application and determined that it is an acceptable price to pay for the countervailing benefits. Defendant maintains that Section 3283, by its language, is legislative history, was intended to apply prospectively. Surely there is no word from Congress that the statute was intended to apply retroactively. Thus, the inquiry ends there, making all charges against the defendant barred. Come on now. Come on. Even if this court reaches step 2 of the land graph, the analysis, it should be against retroactive application of the amendment for the foregoing reasons. The trial court abused its discretion when it denied defendant's motion to sever the inducement counts 10 through 13, from the child pornography counts related to Jane, counts 1 through 3. Come on now. The government minimizes the prejudice suffered by the defendant as a result of the joinder of the inducement counts related to Nia and Pauline, with the remaining counts related to Jane. While much discretion is owed to the district court, there simply is no question that defendant had virtually no shot at come on, R. Kelly, no shot at defending the claims related to Nia and Pauline in light of the joinder of those counts to the counts related to Jane. Where the jury saw highly inflammatory and arguably cumulative video evidence related to Jane, the jury unquestionably did not examine Nia and Pauline's testimony through the same lens it would have absent the evidence introduced as to Jane. Come on now. Without the video recorded evidence, the government would have been left with 25-year-old testimony from 2 women. Come on, y'all. Let's say that part again. Without the damn video recorded evidence, the government would have been left with 25-year-old testimony from 2 women, one of whom describes a single occasion of groping for which she later sued and received $500,000. Are you serious? And the other who spent decades denying a prohibited sexual relationship with the defendant, only to claim one existed upon promises of restitution by the government. They paid that heifer $500,000 damn dollars. Wow. I told you, man, this system is met. This system we got here is pathetic. It really is. Wow. Okay. The government argues that defendant could not have suffered prejudice because the jury acquitted him of 2 other inducement counts related to Brittany and Tracy. Brittany did not testify, so that is hardly a fair comparison. As to Tracy, admissions from her own prior lawsuit against the defendant showed that she was simply not under the age of 18 at the time she alleged these lying ass heifers. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. As to Tracy, admissions from her own prior lawsuit against the defendant showed that she was simply not under the age of 18 at the time she alleged abuse by the defendant. Tracy's testimony does underscore an important point, namely that, like Lisa Van Allen, women who have been willing to fudge the age at which they had sexual contact with the defendant, either for pecuniary gain or at the urging of the government, making it all the more critical in some cases that defendant be able to testify in his defense. Wow. This shit just pissed me off. Damn. Defendant's defense as to Nia required him to testify about the nature of his contact with Nia at his studio and his knowledge of her age. No one could testify to that except him. Similarly, defendant's defense as to Pauline required him to explain his relationship with Pauline that lasted decades but which did not involve sexual contact when she was under the age of 17. I hope you guys listening. Those that want to blame this man, of course, because we already know. Defendant had no choice to forego giving that testimony in order to maintain his right against self-incrimination in connection with other counts in the indictment. Indeed, this is precisely the scenario that justified severance, because defendant would have been coerced into testifying on a count upon wait a minute, man. Are you telling me this is this supposed to be the word which? I'm sorry, guys. Let me see, because this shit don't make sense. Let me see. Defendant would have been coerced in testifying on a count upon. Yep, I think that should have been which. Been coerced into testifying on a count upon which he wished to remain silent in order to give testimony concerning counts 10 and 12. I told you guys about that last minute shit, man. Shit can get sloppy because you're rushing. And that's just me, so stop tripping. Don't leave no shit. I don't want nothing in the comment. I don't want to hear it. This is me. Okay. Defendant's 240 month above guideline sentence was both procedurally and substantively improper. The parties agreed that the district court correctly calculated the applicable guidelines ranges at 135 to 168 months. However, the government maintains that district court provided sufficient justification for its substantial upward variance of 72 months due to defendant's obstructive conduct and the fact that modern guidelines provide for a higher offense level for sexual exploitation of children. As argued in his opening brief, defendant maintains that the district court judge gave little more than a polite nod to the guidelines before quickly deciding that he believed the appropriate sentence was. You sure in the hell did. I'm sorry, guys. I was there on that one. He sure in the hell did. That he believed that the appropriate sentence was 20 years imprisonment. 20 years, man. On this bullshit. The district court committed, it's bullshit to me. The district court committed procedural error by concluding without a well-articulated basis that defendant should be sentenced well above the guidelines range. The man shouldn't have been in this damn courtroom. The government insists that it presented ample, and when I hear people say this shit, this just blows my damn mind. Because I was there. They ain't showed no ample shit. But let me go ahead. I'm sorry. The government insists that it presented ample evidence that defendant obstructed justice and received child pornography or conspired to receive child pornography, even though defendant and his co-defendants were acquitted of all such conduct. While acquitted conduct can be considered in sentencing so long as it is proven by a preponderance of the evidence, the government's evidence fell far short of even this lower standard. The government does not even bother to point to this court to any record sites of testimony. Come on now, Jennifer. Testimony that substantiates its now disproved charges that defendant obstructed justice in connection with his 2008 prosecution. Not letting the facts get in the way of its argument, the government continues to repeat a narrative that was overwhelmingly rejected by the jury and simply asks the court to assume that its proofs satisfy the lower preponderance standard. A fair review of this record shows that the jury in this case did not merely acquit all of the defendants of the obstruction and receipt counts because the government came up short. Rather, the jury acquitted the defendants based on the government's own evidence in conjunction with unrefuted defense evidence that proved a very different set of circumstances that those charges in the indictment. Defendant is left to speculate what? Acquitted conduct. The district court found a preponderance of the evidence standard where it failed to make precise findings. Defendants should not have to speculate as to what facts the district court relied on when imposing an above guidelines range, particularly when the jury acquitted the defendant and his co-defendants of the conduct that allegedly supports the above guideline range. The government adamantly insists that it showed the defendant obstructed his 2008 state court prosecution by intimidating and bribing witnesses. She has that shit in quotes, okay? And by seeking to retrieve and conceal the child pornography videos, also in court, that could support charges against him. Notably, from the government's argument is any record support for its contentions. First, the district court judge made no finding by a preponderance of the evidence that defendant intimidated or bribed witnesses. Citing to one paragraph of its sentencing memorandum, the government insists that defendant intimidated and bribed Jane, but Jane never testified consistent with this theory, which is precisely why defendant was found not guilty of this charge. Okay. Jane testified at length that she began a sexual relationship with the defendant when she was 14, and the relationship lasted 12 years. Now, let me pause for those of you that's tripping off this 14. He was not no damn 57, okay? Nowhere near his damn 50. So let me just make that clear. Okay. Defendant was charged and convicted of 4 separate counts of the indictment related to his sexual abuse of Jane. However, Jane never testified that defendant bribed, coerced, or forced her in any way to obstruct defendant's 2008 prosecution, including by giving false testimony to the grand jury. Come on, Jennifer, get this shit out. Get this shit over. Quite the opposite. Jane testified that after the videotape depicting her sexual contact with the defendant came to light, Jane and her family met in Oak Park to discuss the situation. Jane's father told defendant he, in quotes, couldn't help him, end quote. And defendant encouraged Jane and her family to decide how they wanted to handle it. Jane maintained that defendant was apologetic and did not threaten her or her parents and was deeply remorseful. Jane, who was at that point 17 years old and therefore of legal consenting age in Illinois, wanted to continue her relationship with the defendant, wanted to protect him, and did not want to be a part of a prosecution for her own highly personal reasons. Jane and her parents had their own counsel when they were interviewed by law enforcement. Jane also wanted to protect her parents, who had been subject to a DCFS investigation and had their own reasons for not wanting to cooperate with the state court investigation. For her part, Jane's mother adamantly denied that she took money from the defendant to lie before the grand jury in the state prosecution. No witness testified that defendant paid Jane, her family, or any money not to cooperate with the 2008 prosecution. Although defendant lended modest financial assistance to Jane over the years following their 12 years. Let me say that again. Following their 12 years. It should say 12-year relationship, but you know, they Russian, so it's a lot of damn typos in this shit. And that's just me. It's a pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Jane denied that any such payments had to do with any effort to buy or silence. Indeed, when the United States Attorney's Office began reinvestigating the case in 2019, messages between the defendant and Jane show no effort on defendant's part to influence her in any way, and she denied that he made any effort to do so. In short, the record is devoid of evidence that defendant intimidated or bribed any witnesses, either in connection with the 2008 prosecution or the instant one, and the district court made no such finding. Accordingly, this factual basis cannot justify the significant above guideline sentence. Without record cite, the government insists that it presented sufficient proof that defendant attempted to retrieve and conceal child pornography to obstruct his 2008 prosecution. The government argues that the district court made such a finding, but his comments are far from clear and are mistaken in any event. To be specific, the district court judge acknowledged that Kelly did not apparently intend to traffic any sexually explicit material, but stated that he was negligent in how he maintained the material. The district court then casually noted, as I remember, I think Lisa Van Allen, of all the damn people, guys, Lisa Van Allen said that she found the tapes in a backpack and that's, wait a minute, let me say this part over, I'm sorry. As I remember, I think Lisa Van Allen said that she found the tapes in a backpack. And that started out a rather Keystone Cop kind of operation. And Kelly's minions spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm sure that's supposed to be in an effort. Oh, Lord Jesus. In an effort, this is how I believe it should read. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in an effort to try to get them back. They were obviously unable to do so. I'm still pissed at that judge, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still pissed at his ass. He really, at the end, he sentenced him by what that line at. Now, they had to go drag her ass back to the court, but he relied on her testimony to sentence this man. I have to point that shit out. I'm sorry. All right. The government points to these remarks as factual findings by the district court that defendant engaged in conspiracy to receive child pornography or receipt of child pornography. These vague remarks do not provide a sound factual basis for the upward variance based on acquitted conduct and are not supported by the record. The district court generally remembered Van Allen's testimony, but seemingly forgot that the evidence showed that the tape Van Allen stole from defendant's backpack did not contain child pornography, which is why defendant was acquitted of count 4 of the indictment. Specifically, Van Allen testified that she sent the stolen tapes to her paramour, Keith Morrell, also a government witness. Van Allen testified that she later learned through Merrill, whatever his damn name is, that a prominent television host, Kamora Lee Simmons, was interested in buying the no shit, I didn't know that. I missed that. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Prominent television host Kamora Lee Simmons was interested in buying the tape, and the two schemed to extort money from defendant for the return of the tape. Putting aside the unlikelihood that media outlet would buy child pornography, Morrell testified that Van Allen sent him the tape in the early 2000s and asked him to hold it for her. Ain't that? Oh, Lord, I can't take it. I can't take it. Look at these. I can't believe this man is in this situation just reading this shit. All this shit was a scam. All of it. It was all a money grab. Pisses me off. The tape depicted defendant engaged in sexual activity with Van Allen and another person. Morrell testified that he viewed the tape and it looked like a regular threesome because it was a damn regular threesome. Morrell never suggested that the tape appeared to contain child pornography. After Van Allen and Morrell extorted defendants, Morrell eventually surrendered the tape to co-defendant McDavid in exchange for payment. The tape was then provided to defendant's criminal defense attorney, Ed Jensen, who reviewed the tape with his assistant, Ronald Winters, and concluded that it was a tape depicting defendant with another woman, Lisa Van Allen, and defendant's wife. Them little heifers, try to come off like, oh my Lord. Notably, Mr. Jensen has never accused of receiving child pornography. Morrell's testimony was corroborated by testimony from Ronald Winters, Ed Jensen's personal assistant during the relevant time period. Winters testified that in and around 2007, he was aware of videotapes being brought into Jensen's office related to Mr. Kelly. Mr. Jensen had an investigator who would bring them in. This happened on six or seven times. I think they were going to say occasions, I think. This happened 6 or 7 times. That's how the shit should read. Man. Winters would assist Jensen with reviewing the tapes, and on each and every occasion, the tapes that were brought to Jensen involved sexual activities with women who did not appear to be underage. They didn't appear to be underage because the heifers weren't underage. This public bullshit. All these people that just like, oh Lord, whatever. Winters also recounted a time when co-defendant McDavid brought in a videotape in 2007. The tape McDavid recovered from Lisa Van Allen and Michael Morrell. The tape depicted Mr. Kelly having sex with 2 women, one of whom appeared to be his wife. Where that little lying little heifer at? According to Van Allen, she was the other person in the tape, meaning the tape did not contain child pornography, consistent with testimony from government witness Morrell and defense witness Winters. Pathetic. The government fails to back up its claim with record evidence that the district court found by a preponderance of the evidence that defendant committed the acquitted conduct, end quote, of receipt of child pornography or conspiracy to receive child pornography. The government's evidence did not even persuade the jury that the defendants had conspired to receive child pornography, reflecting a resounding rejection of the government's theory of the case. For this part, the district court judge recalled evidence of the wild goose chase for tapes, but seemingly forgot or overlooked the evidence showed that the tapes recovered by McDavid were not sexually explicit. Regardless, the district court's comments were not sufficiently specific to justify the above guideline sentence. If the district court intended to make alternative factual findings based on a lower standard of proof as the basis for a significant upward variance, it had an obligation to point to the proof in the record that supported those findings. You know that shit is right. The district court also noted that a 20-year sentence was appropriate because the current guidelines, in quotes, would provide a higher offense level for the actual conduct, end quote. The government argues that the district court was permitted to consider the current guidelines in fashioning its above guideline sentence. Defendant adamantly disagrees. No, that's right. Relying on the current guidelines as a basis for a significant upward departure without identifying any specific factors that were not contemplated by the statute in effect at the time of the conduct is no different than directly applying the current guidelines, a clear ex post facto violation. Without authority, the government contends that district court was permitted to, in quotes, consider modern penalties, end quote, when sentencing defendant to an above guidelines range. Not so. The court in United States versus Co. cited and other federal circuit court have found that there is no ex post facto violation for a district court to use amendment to the federal sentencing guidelines that occurred after the commission of the offense as a rationale to depart about the sentencing guidelines range. The court held that, quote, a court may interpret the commission's later addition of an aggravating element as a sentencing factor as evidence that a previous version of the guidelines did not adequately consider that factor in the sentencing scheme. Okay. The court did not hold that a district court may simply consider modern penalties, that was in quotes, in a general fashion to justify an upward departure. This approach would, in quotes, gut the prohibitions imposed by the ex post facto clause. A concern that this noted in Co. Here, neither the district court, I'm sure this word is nor, oh Lord, this throws me the hell off. Here, neither the district court nor, that's what that should be, the government can point to any specific amendment or aggravating circumstance that was not contemplated by the applicable version of the guidelines. The current guidelines are generally more punitive, cannot serve as a basis for sentencing the defendant to an above guideline sentence without offending the ex post facto clause. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, defendant's convictions must be reversed. Alternatively, defendant's convictions, I'm sure this is supposed to be as to, God damn, throws you off. Conclusion. I'm going to read, okay. For the foregoing reasons, defendant's convictions must be reversed. Alternatively, defendant's convictions as to, I know that's what that is, counts 10 and 12 must be vacated and remanded for a new trial. Lastly, defendant is entitled to a new sentencing hearing. Let me read that again. This is the conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, defendant's convictions must be reversed. Alternatively, defendant's convictions as to counts 10 and 12 must be vacated and remanded for a new trial. Lastly, defendant is entitled to a new sentencing hearing. What do you guys think about that conclusion? And the rest is just a certificate. I hereby the undersigned of record, Robert furnishes the following compliance, and yeah, that's it. What's up? Let me hear what do you guys think about that? I don't want another damn trial. For what? I mean, man, just what did it do? Oh, wait a minute. Let me come out. What's up, everybody? What do you guys think about the reply? I have my I have my opinion. Let me hear yours. What's up? What's up? I don't want it. I don't want a new I don't want that man in another damn courtroom. For what? Clearly we know what this is. Come on, man. That appellate panel, they have to see this. Throw that shit out. Come on. Seriously. Let me see what you guys talking about. What's up, y'all? I'm tired as hell. But I know this was out. Let me see if I can get to some conversation. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for hopping over. I'm going to make this brief. I'm trying to figure out. My computer has been really acting up. I really wish I knew a computer person because it's doing some weird shit. I can't do things I normally do with this thing because what I want to do, I want to share the brief with you guys in case, so you can read it yourselves if you like, If you guys missed the beginning, please watch the replay and like the video. I get frustrated when I be reading some of that shit. That shit just makes me angry. So what's your opinion, guys? Let me see. What's this? It's such a blessing to see you all here at that. You made it to the new year. Oh, right on, Arlene. That's right. I'm happy to see everyone. These are Robert's true supporters over here, man. So that's why I want to know, what do you guys think? I think she did an awesome job with the points. That conclusion. No, man, but I get it. I know that's probably what she had to. I get it. But let that damn man, come on. Everyone that testified live, we weren't exaggerating when we were saying that. These people were forced to testify against the man. And all of you, it was so many of you guys didn't think that shit was possible, that you really believe the government. And lately, I've been putting up things showing you guys how corrupt the government is. They're the crooks. They should throw their ass in jail when they get caught doing the shit that they doing by ruining these people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Please hit that like button, guys. Please do me a favor and do that. The conclusion, I'm like you. Right? Man, come on. I don't even, let me read that shit one more time. For the foregoing reasons, defendant's convictions must be reversed. Now, I think I would have had that shit. For the foregoing reasons, defendant's convictions must be totally dismissed. That's what the hell I would have put on there. But I'm going to do it right. Let me read this part. For the foregoing reasons, defendant's convictions must be reversed. Alternatively, defendant's convictions as to counts 10 and 12 must be vacated and remanded for a new trial. Lastly, defendant is entitled to a new sentencing hearing. I don't want none of that shit. For what? And if they not saying time served, don't put that man through that shit. Does anybody want to come up on the panel and talk to me before I go? I come on here. I was tired, but I looked out for y'all. Anyone want to come on this panel? Let's talk about this. I got to get my, because I'm kind of pissed off. But, let that man out these damn, out these cases. This is ridiculous. If anyone would like to come up, I won't be on long. I won't keep you. I just didn't I put the link in? I'll put it in again. I just put the link in. Feel free to come up. Let's talk quickly. I won't keep you. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. I was thinking about you guys and came right in and hopped right on it. So let's do this. And if you guys don't want to do it, I guess I can go ahead and just end the live. There's no need. Let me see. Conviction should be overturned and Robert needs to be. Okay, Lisa, that's what I'm talking about. This is my girl. She all, you know what? That's my girl. Tamaria, you always come through. What do you have to say? Overall.
This, I feel like it's going to be just thrown out.
Can
you hear me? You can't hear me?
Technical difficulties.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, man.
102 in the chat. Let's hit. Oh, come on, guys. If you guys don't hit that damn like button, I don't care what I get. I'm not coming back on here and share anything because that's just ridiculous. Now, you know that should have been automatic coming in because you know I'm about to give you something that you want to hear. Hit that darn like button. I didn't work 8 hours, traveled on public transportation with all the madness, and I come on here and hop on here and tell me you guys can't say, hey, Lady D, and hit that like button. That's all. You just hit the like button. That's telling me, hey, Lady D, we were on your channel. We saw you. Thank you so much. I don't know what's going on with my girl. It's not coming up. Thank you, J626. No one wants to come up and talk about the brief that I just read, or you just wanted to hear. You don't want to share your opinion? Hey, guys, you don't have to show your face. This is a shame. I don't even know why I waste my time. You guys are not legit. What's up? Tamaria, you can't make it up? Okay. Anyone else before I start counting down and logging off? Because I do have other things that I could be doing. Okay, for real, Vanessa. Tamaria?
Can you hear me, Lady D?
Tamaria.
Oh,
what's going on with your phone today? You usually don't have no issues coming on. Who is that? Hey, Lady D in chat. I hear. Thank you, Ready Red. I mean, seriously. Now, what I'm thinking, now I have to look at it like this. The ones that's not hitting the like button probably never been over here. Maybe once or twice. So they just here for information. Because I know my people, my diehards, the ones that I'm constantly on here and posting and whatever for, I know all of you. I don't even have to question that. So that's how I'm going to look at that. Okay, we got somebody. Well, hello there, Aaron.
Hey, sister, how you doing?
Say something, Aaron. I can't hear you either. Oh, I am. Wait, guys.
You can't hear me?
Wait till I tell y'all what the problem is. Hold on. I just figured it out. Give me a sec. I am so sorry.
Can't hear you.
Can you?
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. That was on me, guys. My apologies. I didn't have my speakers hooked up. Come on back to Mary. I'm sorry. That was me. How are you? Who do I have? Hi, Aaron.
Hey, how you doing, sister?
I'm good. How you doing?
You know, I've been watching you since you started this thing. You know, and I hear you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I've been watching you for a long time, and I've been watching this case. Let me tell you something. When they first, at the beginning, when Alvinati was trying to come at R. Kelly, they never presented those tapes that he was trying to extort Nike, because he even said it in them tapes that 99% of the women that filed charges against R. Kelly was lying, and then he was trying to extort R. Kelly.
He called him the golden goose.
Yes. So when they popped him off with that Nike situation, that all of a sudden those tapes disappeared. Now I've been knowing R. Kelly since I was a kid. I've been around him. I've been around his family. I went to school with some of his cousins. So let me tell you something. That man, it was women that just throw themselves at him because he knew how to sing.
Exactly.
And in this case here, all the more backyard, I call them backyard boogies because I ain't gonna disrespect their show, but they backyard boogies. Because
real over here, because I didn't say that. I know I didn't got beat up for what come out of my mouth when it comes to those.
Well, I ain't scared. I'm from Robert Taylor Home, the whole baby. I ain't worried about it. Listen,
so am I. Seriously?
I'm from the whole baby. I'm from the whole.
You were in? I was 5323.
I was in 26 building. 4-4.
I thought 26. I thought that's not the white building.
No, 5326 is where the school is at.
Oh my God. So I was in the hole. I was in the center, 5323. Oh my God.
There. You might know my family. We might have to talk offline about that, but you might.
I was a baby though. I was a kid. I got out of there before, we were there.
But
my family may know.
I even know his original manager, Ty B. We call him Ty Blacher, when he was with Public Announcements. See, I go 40 years plus.
You talking about Kim Blacher? Brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Come on now, stop it.
Come on, stop playing with me. I could throw history at you, baby. I ain't even tripping on it.
I'm sorry, guys. We still talking about chaos, but that just shows how small this world is.
Right. So listen. What you doing, you see, people want to talk crazy to you because you exposing the bullshit that was going on in them courtrooms. It was all about exposure. It was all about them girls trying to come up. If they couldn't come up in the music, they was going to come at him so they could break him. See, this goes way back when him and Jay-Z was supposed to did that concert and all hell broke out. I wasn't there. But the point is, they've been building this case since day one. When the first sex tape came out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was looking at it. Everybody was enjoying it because you know why? He had some of the baddest females that was around him. Now these young girls, they was just throwing themselves at him. I seen it for myself, and he will push them off. So all this stuff about him molesting kids, yes, it was young kids around him, but have he ever seduced them? Have he ever paid them to do sexual acts? He didn't have to. He had too many to pick from. So why would he, he got kids himself. He wouldn't even want nobody touching his kids. He would go crazy. There was been many times that we was gonna whoop people about that man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even in his clique, but because he's a Chicagoan, they don't like us anyway, because we're the true Hollywood. All the people came from us anyway, if you want to call a spade a spade. All our producers, all our arrangers, music, people that played the piano, they came from us. On Michigan Avenue, let's call a spade, sister. So they know we by none. That's why they call us the city of broad shoulders, because we ain't taking no shit from nobody. They can bring it.
Exactly.
And we gonna show
the truth is the truth, though. You know what I'm saying?
The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth. It had nothing to do with who he is as the artist. It was wrong.
Exactly.
Period. That's what I kept trying to tell people. Are you people serious? Where you been? This doesn't even make sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Kelly was the biggest joke of them all, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, and then think about how he made his moves. He was independent. We don't go by Hollywood guidelines. We go by our own guidelines. And see, that was the thing. He was an intelligent, brilliant writer. Look at all the people that he wrote for. And they really didn't put his name out there until he caught these cases. Now all of a sudden they want to blackball them. Even the black radio shows here in Chicago. You know, I don't really listen to them no more
I
because.
got my own damn playlist. I ain't thinking about those damn people.
And he the one put they radio show on the map.
Sure did. You're absolutely
Let's
right.
call a spade. So you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. Expose these people how they trying to play this man. Everybody that talked against him, you know what? Y'all can take my middle finger. You know what you can do with it. I ain't never scared.
I'm not changing the shit. I don't care. Yeah, they come at me every time I come on. But you think
this
this shit is
an old friend used to tell me this: your skin folks ain't your kin folks.
All right now.
You know what I'm saying? You got to worry about your skin folks more than them pink meat.
Right.
We call them pink meat. You know, but I just wanted to get on and let you know that I support you 100 grand. I support R. Kelly.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I love you. I love you. This is my first time ever have a chance to really talk to you. But since you from my old hood come to the reunion this year.
I've never
August 30th in Washington Park.
Because I was a kid. When we moved from there, I think I was 8, 9. So I bet you know my brothers though. I
know everybody. My daddy was Charles Moody, the Moody family that lived in your building in 1409. They called him Stretch. They called him Stretch.
I remember that. That name really sounds familiar. So what do you think about the brief?
That brief, whoever wrote it up did a tremendous job because it depicts everything from A to Z. She didn't leave nothing out. Whoever did it. I just heard you reading it off.
She the best thing that ever happened to him, though.
By Jean, I'm telling you, that's why I tell people when we talk about this issue, let him sit because he coming home soon. The way they did Bill Cosby, they're gonna do him. They're gonna do him the same thing. And when he do get out, he finna take the world by storm, and I'm gonna be right there with him. He ain't got to pay dues.
I just can't believe how they did. Why would they do that to him? And these people that believe it, that's what's blowing my mind. These people that believe that he's really one woman talking about where they had all this evidence. Some woman is commenting, and I'm like, oh my God, girl, what evidence? Because I swear I've been there. From the New York
Look, they didn't have no evidence. They concocted it. Yeah. I mean, even when they was interviewing these girls, all the girls, even the girl that called herself 14 years old, the way I saw it, and everybody else, it's like she was with it anyway. And then when they was what's that?
I'm sorry. But when you say about the 14, you know, that's what these people grab on, right?
Yeah.
They don't realize this shit was 20, 30 damn years ago. That's why I had to make it clear. He wasn't 50.
Right.
Because see, that's what they're going on. They want to believe this man is so disgusting. Why? Why? And I've never met him. My family has. I've never met him. I just love his music. Always have. Been following him. I used to, before he was considered R. Kelly. You remember how he used to be on the Green Line, the B train?
I was there. I was there. I used to stay out all night just to hear him sing.
God, I used to miss my damn train. I'm like, I ain't going no damn where. I will catch the next one. That boy used to be down there throwing. Oh my, that's how. And he was just Robert, man. You know what I'm saying?
It was just Robert.
I always told people that someone was going to what's that term? I'm so tired. What's that term when someone oh my God, come on guys, you know what I'm talking about, when someone find you and say and blow you up? What am I trying to say?
Discover.
Yes.
Discover.
Yes, I knew someone was going to discover him. I knew he was going to make it, but I never saw it to the magnitude that he took it. You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, that's the reason. That's the reason why they want to take him down, because he was killing R&B. He was killing them. He was sweeping them. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really trying to get the accolades. He wanted to be another Luther Vandross. How people grew up off of Luther. That's how a lot of people grew up off of R. Kelly. And I put him in that range because of the simple fact the man is a creative genius. And what they couldn't do was sell his soul. He didn't sell his soul, and he didn't sell himself out. And he didn't sell Chicago out, because he could have easily moved to California and did all that freaky deaky stuff. But he stayed.
Wait a minute. I'm so glad you said that about the freaky that stuff. That's a grown ass man. Why these people all in this damn man's bedroom? I just don't get it, because everything is based on what that man was doing in the privacy of his own damn home. I do not get why these people, and we know there weren't no underage children, the way the government wants to make it like you're dealing with a child. But these people, they taking it and they running with it and just keep creating all this nonsense. Are you serious? Like you said, this man was a mega star. Mega. So why would he have to do the things that these people have accused this man of doing to some damn kids? Are you serious?
They made it so they made it so big to the point. Look at all these white folks that didn't married 14-year-old kids and sodomized these kids, country stars and these other rock and roll stars, how they didn't treated these kids like, and had babies by them, and then covered it up. But here it is, they basically turned a blind eye to that. And because R. Kelly is a black talented man, they wanted to make Chicago. And then it was also another tech. You got to look at it from a political standpoint too, for it to go federal. They was also still stabbing at Obama, because during all this time, Obama was the president. And see, you got to connect the dots.
R. Kelly is just unforgivable.
Right.
I mean, why would you do that to your own? Because that's who did it to him. His own people.
Mm-hmm.
They turned, because the white man said he did it. The white man can't be wrong.
Right.
Then they turned their back on their own and let them send this man off for a 30-year sentence. How could you allow that? And you still talking nasty and ugly about this man. No matter how, if you listen to his music, the person that person, whoever the hell I don't even know how they got to this person. If you listen to this man a whole life, his whole person is in his lyrics. If you listen to the man's music, yes, he got to play shit. The man is an entertainer. He got to make money. So he's going to make money for this age group, and he's going to make money for this age group. But the shit for our age group, listen when this man is singing. This man is deep. Yeah. That's why they couldn't convince me. No one. I never felt it once that he was guilty.
I'm telling you. I felt it in my soul, because
I did too.
They acting like he was a sadistic man. But see, the world don't know him like we do. You know what I'm saying? Chicagoans know Chicagoans. You know, Illinois people know Illinois people. They know what we would do and what we would not do.
There were some young, you know, they act, okay, if you had a 14-year-old, now you know how it was in the hole.
Right.
That's a different world. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, you judge people on shit, and you haven't lived in a certain area. Or your environment. That's what I meant to say. Exactly. Sometimes you are a product of your environment. You grow up too damn soon. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So You
Right.
you're more experienced. You shouldn't be, but because
Right.
you're a product of your environment, the shit is normal when it shouldn't be. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
during this time, even if he did some shit like that, it was
Mhm.
normal in our environment. No one saw that.
Exactly.
Come on now. That's why it hurt so, oh my God, it hurt so badly that these people pointing their fingers and just making this man, even though forensic experts have cleared
Exactly.
him of being a pedophile. But you got these
Cleared him.
ass people. You got, because a lot of the people that's coming at him and just won't let that man, get that stigma off of him, is because they were actually damaged. Someone did do those things to that person. So majority of the people that you talk to that's accusing him and think he the worst thing that God ever created, is because they've been damaged. They
Come
can't
on,
see
sister.
nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Call it, man. Go preach, woman. Preach, because they don't understand, sis. They don't understand, and see, that's the reason why they couldn't manipulate him. You look what he got. Look what he owns. He owns his own catalog. That's what they want, because then they could be able to franchise his music, and he wasn't going. That means take his name off of everything he created. That's like taking a. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
What they was trying to do is strip him from who he is as a man. They tried to take his name. That's that slave mentality.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money a black man can have. He could be a gazillionaire. You still a nigga in their face.
Oh my God. I try to tell these educated ass people that I don't care how many degrees you got. Your ass is still only gonna go to get your own shit if you want to take it further. You see what I'm saying? But as long as you count on that's not happening. That's not happening. And you're gonna feel it.
A billionaire.
You're gonna feel it. Trust
Listen,
me.
them billionaires, if they are black billionaires, just think about this. How many black billionaires that we got in Chicagoland that was born and raised in Chicago? How many of those billionaires do you actually see them do philanthropy work?
That's
Not one. And see,
they don't even think they're black anymore.
You see what I'm saying? If they tell you we can let you have all this money as long as you don't go back and reach back to your people, because we want to keep them in the dark. That's what it is, man.
That's what I love about
when they say gatekeepers, it's gatekeepers in all genres of
yes.
They ain't gotta be some type of prying on kids. Gatekeepers keep you. What they saying? Gatekeepers keep you out of what's really supposed to be ours from the very beginning. And that's how I feel about Kels. They trying to take everything away from him. If he would have said, "I sell all my catalogs just to be free," he sold himself to the devil, and there wouldn't be not one charge. But you know what? He could not make no more music, no more the way he do, because they control the narrative. That's what it is.
Exactly. But that's what I try to tell people. R. Kelly been fighting. They want this man to admit shit he didn't do. That's why he's doing time, people. Anytime you're in this type of situation, there's there's some sort of offer. Well, I don't know the term because I'm not into the criminal shit. But they come to you and say, you could do this if you would say you did this. And Robert was like, I'm gonna do the time. This is what I'm trying to get people to understand. He didn't take whatever they were trying to offer him because he didn't want to be labeled what you people have labeled him as. That's why he's doing. He's willing to 30 damn years instead of say he did some shit he didn't do.
Exactly. You know, but think about, you know, just think about all the situations. Think about all the evidence. Think about all these dummies that did that reality show thinking it was going to be a big hit and it was going to be a billionaire by putting this man's name up in the dirt, and look where they at.
But look what
they still collecting link cards.
But when that jumped off, you can see it in their face. Their face. They didn't expect. See, the government got involved and they lost control. This was all a money grab. This was not to put him in prison. So you in the background, people don't know that. It wasn't about sending him away because they've been so abused. It wasn't about that. It was a quick money game.
The money.
They didn't know that little fake-ass series was going to take off the way it did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But everybody and their mama was watching that crazy, sick-ass surviving some damn R. Kelly. And the shit, they lost control. And they end up not getting shit and running and trying to hide. And the government pulled their ass back in with the threats that whatever they had on their ass, they brought their ass back in. Come on now. This is what you people keep
what it was.
It's real.
Look, what they said, they threatened them with, what's that charge when you lie to the when you lie to the government? They call it, it's a name that they call it. So they hit them with that. They was gonna face, if they didn't do what they did, if they wouldn't have did what the government wanted them to do, they would have faced federal prison time, at least 1 to 2 years. Because they impeached themselves. They impeached themselves.
Exactly. But see, another thing I feel people should pay attention to. If you did something to me, I don't need immunity. I'm going to come up there and tell your ass exactly what happened.
Exactly.
You have to give me immunity. So if you're giving me immunity, I'm going to go up there and say whatever you want me to say. If you say this man did, hell yeah, he did it. Just like I said, this Lisa Van Allen, she got on the stand. She couldn't even take the heat no more, right? They had to get the marshals to bring her ass back to the courthouse because she refused to come back because she got exposed for lying about her age and some other shit, right? But at the end, this is where the judge gets his root, where he decides how much time to get this man because he felt how negligent the way he handled. What makes you think if this heifer done lied all this time on this damn stand, what makes you think about how she found that damn bag is where she really found the damn bag? Why people not using it? It's all common sense. It's nothing complicated about this man's case at all. This is all. That's why I can't believe he's in prison. It's crazy.
Now think about this. Before all this stuff went about, remember the news went like in what, 2006, maybe right before the winter, they had posted it on television that R. Kelly's mansion was broken into. Remember that?
Everything out of that. Yeah, you couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah, they broke into him. They broke. So now, a year later, whatever they collected, whatever they you know, some guys knew R. Kelly when he had his little sexual escapades with 2 women or whatever the case may be. You know, I
don't know why they act like that's so damn taboo. A lot of people do that shit, but I'm not into it. But I'm not knocking you because that's what you want to do. I ain't about that shit. You do you.
Listen, Kim Kardashian Kim the Kardashian was doing it when she was a teenager. The Hilton girl, Lionel Richie's daughter, was doing it. All these sex tapes came out about them, and you know what they did? They owned up to it, and look at them now. They sit in prison
Yeah,
because they exposed themselves.
that's why I don't even know why. I don't care how much I love your ass. You ain't putting me on no damn tape. You know what I'm saying? I'm just.
I'm with you. I ain't on that either. You know,
I really don't get it. But you ain't about to put me on shit, and I piss you off, and you got. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit happens. You know.
But they had to know they was on tape. They had to know that.
I'm sorry.
They had to know that they was getting recorded because I seen some of the stuff that they had circumventing. You know, you could buy them back then. You could buy it from the bootleg guy here. You know what I'm saying? So I was buying it from the boot. I wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? And all what I seen was adults consenting, regardless of what it was.
But so that's what I don't get it. Why do they want to put that man in that light that he's recording himself? And this is what I want people to understand. Yes, he's R. Kelly. He's this. But if this man was messing with someone's child, the way you guys want to put that shit out there, they wouldn't give a damn who the hell, especially here in Chicago. They coming at your ass. They don't care who the hell you are. If you're touching this person's child and it got back to them, your ass is gone.
Man, listen.
It all depends on who the hell you touching. Right.
And you know for a fact it's called no women, no children. Now, if you a hoe, be a hoe. Be the big hoe. Exactly. But at the end of the day, don't mark this man as that when he's really not. He's just a superstar that knew business. And that's why I say I give shout outs to Ty Blanchard, because Ty Blanchard groomed that boy and made him to where he was.
I didn't know that, because you know he passed away, right?
No, I talked to him.
Wait a minute, which is his brother? What's the brother name?
That's Robert.
Robert passed, okay.
Robert passed.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that man.
I didn't know that.
Yes, when he was with Public Announcement, that bump and grind video, that's Ty Blanchard on the drums.
Stop it now! I got to go and look. Are you serious?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What? Oh my God!
I talked to him. You know, listen, we do Savoins. You know, DuSable have a reunion. All the greats come. I talk to this man on a regular, you know what I'm saying? He's like a mentor to me. You know, my dad.
We come
from that place.
You know all of us. Oh my God.
That's why I got to ride with him, because if R. Kelly did anything, and I know Ty Blanchard, he would have been told us in the hole a long time ago. He one of us. He educates me.
He was known for messing with kids 13, 14, that kind of shit. They would beat his ass. Come on now. They would have beat his ass.
Come on now. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was kind of mad at George's Music Room, your boy, when he found out Kelly was messing with his daughter. She the one to throw herself up there. She want to be in that limelight. She want to be that chick.
They got blamed for messing with every damn body. My thing is, a man is a man. And that damn thing down there don't have no damn eyes on it. So if you bring your ass, that's a man. If you marry that mess against that damn man, a man gonna do him. That man was single. He wasn't married. He ain't married. He can have 50 damn women if that's what he choose to. I mean, that's what single people. But if that's his choice, though.
That's his choice, though.
What about all
and they use that
out there with all them damn women? So y'all just what about that? Because that's not y'all labeling this man as, but you trying to say he put underage girls doing the shit that the pimps do. No, you know what the killer is? That's how you knew the government was full of shit. This was the clincher. This was the clincher.
Right.
That damn man act. The slave act.
Come on now.
The man act. What's that shit?
Come on, man.
1800. You went to the 1800s.
Yep.
To bring a child. Are you serious? And they got
Come
away
on.
with it, though. They got
Got
away
away with
with it. Our black politicians, no one caught that shit to take that damn. That's a slave act. It shouldn't even be still on the books. Slavery been
Why
over.
you think Kim Fox had to tuck her tail?
That's why she, get her ass out of there.
She had to tuck her tail because you know why? They was at her because she can go into in them black houses and get the truth from these people.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean she's a prosecutor first.
Yeah,
she's a lawyer.
But this is true. But you see how she came after him because she's also damaged. It also happened to her. But what these people don't understand, it wasn't Robert Sylvester Kelly, though. I get it.
Right.
I get it. But you're
Yeah.
going after the one that did it. You leave this damn man. I mean, that's just how I feel about that. Because
what they wanted to do is use him as an example. The ones that got away, this what we gonna do to you. Especially if you black, we finna slam you. And like the Epstein guy and all these Epstein, all these upper echelon billionaires on this island, y'all ain't locked them up yet. Because you know why? They play a pivotal role in the economy of the world.
Nothing else about them. They too focused on R. Kelly. And it's proven that these assholes had underage ass. But no, they're not. They want R. Kelly because it's been out there for so many years. He's always around the schools and that weak ass shit. But they fell for it.
But you know what? Who runs what? Listen to this. What nationality runs the music industry and the television industry? Them damn Jews. And that's what it was. He outsmarted. Let's call a spade. Because what could they do to me? What could they do to me? One thing you might can kill me, but you still gonna see me in your head.
They're gonna stop him because R. Kelly was smart. He got in there. He learned. He's been in this shit for many years. A lot of shit he didn't know.
Right.
He took that shit and he held on tight to it. That's why when he got to that certain level, you couldn't tell his shit didn't stink. You know what I'm saying? Right. You couldn't tell. So there go now people, they think, oh, he think he this. Oh, he think he that. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He getting tired of all these people that's stealing from him and all this shit. So now he cleaning house. He getting rid of their ass. I don't want this shit around me no more. You know what I'm saying? So those.
Because you know who got in his ear? You know who got in his ear when it all right at the thick of it? Minister Louis Farrakhan had a conversation with him.
Did he? Hey,
oh man, listen. If you go on YouTube and look at some of the old videos, he was with Louis Farrakhan at one of the homes. I don't know where, but he was singing for Louis Farrakhan, and I know Louis Farrakhan pulled him to the side and broke it down to him because you know why? Farrakhan got Jew Muslims too. So you know that's in the rank and file. So you know they're gonna tell him. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And the information that you get.
What separates to me? What separates R. Kelly from the other artists?
Right.
He got it all. He doesn't need the industry. Robert just needs to get out. He just needs to get out from behind them damn bars so he can show these people how you really do the shit. I think he's going to come out here and bring up a whole new generation with some damn good ass music and do it right. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And he gonna educate. See, this is where while you teaching them the business, you re-educating the youth. What to look for, what not to get involved with. Because I am the prodigy of it. Look at me.
It's cutthroat. It's a cutthroat ass business.
There you go.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Because of the gift that God gave Robert, he doesn't have to stoop to the levels that these guys are sticking to stay where they are. You see what I'm saying? Because Robert is never going. That's not him. This man writes, produces. He does. He could be a ghostwriter and still become a damn billionaire.
And that's what it was. Look, listen, when he wrote for those people, you know, they was trying to take his name off of it so they can feel that they saying that they did it. And see, that's what it was. Celine Dion, all of them people that he wrote for, they didn't give him the full credit when they got them awards for them same song. They didn't say, I gotta give a shout out to my writer and producer, R. Kelly. They never said anything. And that's what the industry was mad about, because he owned everything.
Yeah, but you know, that turned me off when Charlie Wilson was one of my favorite artists. I was following his ass since the Gap Band. But when R. Kelly was on this, he was on some show. And or was it a radio? One of them
podcast
interview or something, yeah.
Right.
And because I didn't know he had written that song for Charlie Wilson to put him back on the map. Was it My Name Is Charlie, right? And so he got an award for it and all that, and never mentioned R. Kelly's name once. I was.
But if you listen to the song, if the one thing about R. Kelly, he put tattoos on music that he does. If you notice, they all had the same R. Kelly bass line.
I didn't catch it though. That was my jam. That's probably why I loved the damn song so much. Because it had on and I didn't know it, you know.
And then think about this. This is what people was mad about that was in New York and California. R. Kelly didn't have to go to their studio. They came to R. Kelly's studio. Look at all the features.
Even those tired-ass women went to the damn studio. He wasn't chasing their ass in them damn wherever the hell they were. That's what this case drives me crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I sit back and I listen to you. I listen to you all the time. I sit back and I listen. And you be dead on point with I call her Mama Bajin.
I just it's my, you know, it's always stating my opinion, you know.
It's the truth. Everybody can have their opinion, but when you have people if you had 10 people in a room and you was talking, everybody got their own opinion, but the opinion can be different, but the meaning is the same thing though. And see, that's what I like about you, because you don't bite your tongue on it. You've been on it. And I keep telling people he's coming home. It's gonna be a minute because he gotta fight. Didn't they have Bill Cosby in jail for almost 12 years? 10 years before he came home? And then they had to pay him.
Yeah.
They had to pay him. So just like Bill Cosby had so much money, he was trying to buy NBC. Just think if Kells was on the same road as doing what Michael Jackson and Prince did.
Yeah. And they both warned the people in the industry about that industry. You see what I'm saying?
And see that? Yes. Look at Whitney. Look at when you got to look at the conspiracy. If we got the world in our hands, if we start motivating our people, who you think these white people fear? Because if we get together, we will take the industry by storm.
Yes, but we are so divided. It's like slavery never even existed, because we should be the closest.
House nigga, field nigga. Think about it. House nigga, field nigga.
All the ones that turn their back, you know, I even stopped talking to people I used to really chat with a lot, because I could see you making these comments about him if you follow the case, and this is what your conclusion came to, right? If you did exactly what I did, but like you said, you saw it differently from me, I could deal with that. But the ones that your ass ain't read one damn page of any damn document, into this man's case, but you want to say this man is guilty. Yeah, he's guilty. You saying he's guilty because the damn main media says he's guilty. But sit down with me and let me tell you why. Okay, just like I don't understand this, the New York case, right?
Right.
The government's main damn witness, right?
Right.
How the hell you can award this woman a penny when you didn't threaten to impeach her ass I don't know how many times she was on the stand? So how the hell you can believe anything this woman has to say? What part convince me what part that was real? Because see, if I catch you with one lie, you're just a liar. Anything else come after that means it's your testimony is tainted.
It's tainted.
You ruined everything because now did she tell the truth? How can you decipher what was real and what wasn't? That's the point I'm trying to make.
And guess what? The New York case was actually influenced by Jay-Z because when R. Kelly left that blackout that world concert he posted, a lot of Jews lost a lot of money, and he made them look stupid. So this is the way they was trying to get him in New York. New York supposed to capitalize off that with Jay-Z and R. Kelly. But when that stuff broke out, you'll never know the business side of it because some of that stuff got to be disclosed. But you best believe it's gonna come out now.
Cat Williams spoke his ass off on a lot. And that goes for the music industry, the movie, whatever the hell you doing in that industry. Because I'm looking every time I see what's
But you think about it.
Every time I see
But think about it.
I look at him with a side eye.
Which one?
Ludicrous.
Yeah. See?
Ludicrous? Because what
see what I'm saying?
Cat Williams had no reason to lie. Because he only coming out because
He don't.
so much shit out there, and he's like, you know what, man, I'm sick of this shit. Let me go on and tell him how it really is. And he set the damn on story. You know what I'm saying? I believe the lie that he said was 100. I don't think he was lying or fabricated or made up the damn thing.
I can see this. Once R. Kelly come up out of this storm, he coming to you. Because don't think ain't nobody letting him know that he gonna come to you and talk to you and get. I believe so because you keep it 100. You keep us updated. I look at all the other little YouTube, but they not talking like you. You see what I'm saying? They just assuming or putting their own twang to the story. You go get the root of the story. You go dig deep. And you're not going to say nothing unless you know. You see what I'm saying? You are a real supporter of him. So you know.
I do. I love it. I can't help it. Because, I mean, like I said, I never met him personally. But it's something, it just, the person that they describe, because see, when you're that type of a monster, you're not that damn good of an actor. Ain't no way in hell you gonna get somebody then you done. No, your ass done been seen somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And this never you ain't heard shit about R. Kelly to that damn surviving damn R. Kelly. He was popping
back. Let's go back when he did.
That shit was aired, and the moment it was aired, I can't believe he did that to those women.
Let's go back.
Those women. Wait a minute. Those women. Now, what damn woman gonna put her ass on a damn fake ass documentary talking about how this man he wouldn't let me go pee, I couldn't eat. Girl, what the hell are you talking about? And they fell for it. He made me in a bucket.
Listen, let's go back before that. Right before it aired, remember he did the Gayle King interview. See, that's a gatekeeper. You know, Oprah and Gayle are gatekeepers for black folk. You see what I'm saying? I would rather for you to. I would have rather for you to went to a V103 and did an interview with them.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Or
get where he was coming from though, because they seem like they're those types of people. You get what I'm saying? They give you that impression. So I get why he went there, because he felt, okay, this is my own, she cool or whatever. I can trust her. That's how he went in. Because going on a white channel, it wouldn't really fit. You get what I'm saying? So he was going with my sister, because every time I keep hearing it. Every time I hear that man say that, it touches my heart. When he looked at that heifer and realized he fucked up, he said, Gail, you break my heart. You make me feel you believe it. That's when I knew he knew he had messed up. She was not the one. But
she was not the one.
She had already put him out there. She exploited him all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it just broke my heart.
And that goes to show. That goes to show from the very beginning, they were setting him up to try to destroy him, and also steal. I'm gonna say it again. They was, they still poking at Obama, because this is his home state. Chicago is his home. So all this is if you look at it, everybody that went and made music or television,
I hear you.
They always tried to make a mockery out of them. They try to make them
black folks.
Look at all the entertainers
that's climbing the ladder. But like I said, the ones that got there though forgot where the hell they came from.
The ones that's still there, they told them, we'll let you have everything long as you don't go reach back. And what happened? Oh, because you got a bunch of rich black men that own McDonald's, and they selling human meat, and you see what I'm saying? Or giving you a Starbucks or a 7-Eleven, that don't mean you ain't the franchise. You're not the face.
That's what I loved about R. Kelly, because it still blows my mind. The man didn't even realize, because like you said, it wasn't about the money to him. This man loves music. I get it. When you got a passion, that's just a bonus to cash. You get what I'm saying? But that man loves,
I said, that's it right there.
He loves what he does. So he wasn't trying to, he had his mansion and all that, but look where he stayed though. Because this is real. He don't like fake. We don't like no fake ass. Once we peep your ass, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And so he stayed around the real. You get what I'm saying? Because he can relate to that. That phony shit is hard to keep. Yeah, you do that for a business thing to go and do this little quick ass transaction. But I ain't about to spend no real time with your ass because you're phony. And when you deal with a person, you can't trust that person because that's not real. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not being real, you got to be very careful. So what Robert did, he surrounded around what he knew. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't realize, babe, you had gotten so big. He didn't know
he got that big.
This is what I'm saying. Even though they've been around since kids, jealousy set in.
There you go.
Jealousy set in. This man, and that's what I hate about somebody like that. They could dislike you, but because of what you bring, you know what I'm saying? That they'll hang around, but they hate your ass all at the same time.
They waiting for the opportunity to get you.
Exactly. And that's what they did with these trials. They used the trials. They want to act like he was this and that. The word. If you steal it from your damn boss and get caught, how the hell you expect that damn man now? You think? And Robert did keep some of them on the payroll even afterwards. He giving them a try because you know what? When you come from nothing, you get it. You see what I'm saying? So he was giving them the benefit of the doubt. So he was keeping around to keep some money in their pocket, so they don't have to do that stupid shit. But they was so envy and you know, and they thinking his head didn't got so man. This man is a businessman. He
What
got to talk to you like that.
listen, if I got a business and I got some of my homeboys' jobs, because I gave you a job, that don't mean you could come in my establishment and act like you running something or you trying to do some under table bullshit. That's what gets you fucked up.
They were
And
going on the fact that they've been knowing him. You know what I'm saying? So
20 years.
they don't want to give him his props. They should have
Right.
been, man, they should, oh my God, they should have really looked out for him. You know what I'm saying? I just hate jealousy. This is what I hate about Black people. All this fucking low self-esteem shit that they deal with. Baby, I don't give a damn what the next one has. You still put yourself above all of it, regardless of what you got. You see what I'm saying? You don't judge your life by somebody else's damn life. You
And
don't
if
do
you
no
was
shit
really,
like
if
that.
you would have, if you was really, see, the thing is, if you had an opportunity to be in that realm, you supposed to suck up all the knowledge that you can. So when it's time for you to make your move, make it your best move. Don't
It's
hate on the
because
next man.
you're not trying to. You want to point out all the wrong
Riding the
shit.
wave. Look, they was just riding the wave, sister.
I hate
And,
that.
and when he said,
I hate that low self-esteem shit. I don't know where that shit
and,
come from. Oh my God. It's
well, you got
sad.
to think about it. You just said it maybe 30 minutes ago. You said when you living in that environment, that what's the first environment that you live in is your home first, right? Before you go out into the neighborhood. Mama got you in the house when you're a kid, when you can't be on your own. So if you was born in that mindset of envy, greed, jealousy, talk behind people back, gossiping, that if you was born around that, that's all you know.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
that's
saying? So
that's
you blame it on your mama and your daddy. Don't blame it on the man that's trying to make it.
think the damn cycle once you get your ass out that house, start experiencing some shit. Cause see, when you get around some real people, you gonna lose them. Cause they ain't gonna want to be around your ass. I know I'm not. I'm alone. I can count mine on one damn hand. Cause you can't trust people. I got a
Love
good
all.
sense of a person, I'm a good judge of character. And if I get that feeling in my gut, it's the last time your ass gonna see me, but what's up? You know what I'm saying? We cool with it. We ain't gonna be, right out front and say, oh, no, we're not that type of people. But our
Right.
instance said, make this your last encounter with this person.
Hey,
And your
when
ass
you
will
make it,
never see me a damn again.
when you make your move, make it your best move because
There
this
you
will be your
go.
last move.
No, there you go. I can't stand being around no negative, whining ass. Is always some. Baby, I don't want to be around that shit because if you keep that in your company, you're going to become just like that company
Exactly.
that you're keeping. That's not the company I want to
If
be around.
you
When I peep
see,
your
that's
ass,
the thing. This is the thing. When you surround yourself with positive people, positive things start happening. When you're
yeah,
around negativity and depression, you become the prodigy of their depression.
yes, self-consciously though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not like they
Yep.
purposely. This shit is self-conscious. They don't even get that. That's why I tell
Mhm.
my channel all the time. I always try to put something to uplift my people and tell them, hey, don't find the good even out the damn bad. The shit is temporary. You know what I'm saying? You better have that
They-
faith, man, and stop basing your life on man because I mean not man, guys.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Don't base it on man because you're always gonna be disappointed, baby. I'm telling you,
Exactly.
you're gonna
Exactly.
be disappointed. Live your life for you. That's what I love about Robert. That's why
Yep.
people, they would say about him, all these rumors, why he not saying nothing? Why he ain't coming out? I wouldn't give a damn long as I know and the people that matters know. I don't give a damn what you damn and my fans know. I don't give a damn about what these damn haters got to say. You going because no matter what I say, I'm not gonna be able to satisfy you. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
because you didn't
So the
already
best
made
thing,
your judgment toward me. So I'm not about to give you shit. And what happened when he did it? He went on Gayle King, and the shit just escalated. It got worse than what it ever has been.
because you know what?
You about
That's the title. That's the title, Mad Black Man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the title. So that title, that they put on us, it's been rooted and sold in.
Yeah.
When a person when a man, black man, knowing he been wrong, he gonna fight to the death. Robert ain't got to say nothing.
That's
because
right.
the proof is in the pudding. That's why I'm not mad at him not saying anything.
That's it. That's
And his attorneys told him, don't say nothing, because anything you say will be held against you.
They're twisted. Yes. I just really hate, man. And there's still so many of them out there. You know, sometimes I get that shit. I don't even approve the shit to even be shown. Take that shit on somewhere. I hope you feel better. You got that shit off your chest, because you the only one saw the shit, just you and me. Because I know they're trying to reach somebody so they can agree and how this. Nah, you ain't getting that shit over here. That shit out of here. And that's another thing. If you know this channel is not 5%, 10%, 80%, this channel is 100% Robert Sylvester Kelly.
That's it.
Why are you here? If I despise somebody and think a person is so disgusting, you think I'm going to try to follow the shit? I wouldn't give a damn what's going on with that damn person. I'm not going to click on a channel where that's talking about this. That's how you know these people are damaged. They want Robert to be their victim. No, take that energy out on the person that actually did that shit to you. Go get some help. That's all you got to do.
The thing is, it could be their own daddy that did it.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Or relative, but I'm saying it's not Robert. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right. And what they trying to do is my wife is about to come in, so I'm gonna have to cut this conversation off.
No, that's fine. Thanks so much. I mean, you blow my mind. It just goes to show you how it's a small world, Aaron. I'm so happy you came on the panel.
Yes, man.
You have been following me all this time, because you know I'm not a blogger. I try to make that very clear to a lot of everyone that comes on this channel. I don't want them to put me in that category, because I do admire some of these bloggers be on their job. They do their shit, and I'm nowhere near that. I just talk about Robert. If it ain't about Robert and this injustice or this shit, I don't have nothing to say. I really don't. You know. But thanks,
exactly.
Aaron.
So you keep doing. All right, then, and I'm gonna talk to you later. Okay.
All righty. Take care.
You have a good one.
All righty. Anyone else would like to come on the panel before we shut it down? Anyone else? Here's a linkity link. Anyone else? Anyone else regarding this damn conclusion, man? This conclusion got me twisted. I'm all messed up with this shit. I don't want no resentencing. That shit better be resentencing that time damn serve. I don't even understand it. Hey, Tamara, I am so sorry. It was not you guys. It was me. I didn't have my speakers connected.
Can you hear me, Lady D?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Lady D's channel.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the brief?
I think it was good, because you know this is her second time. So the first time she did say everything she wanted to be dismissed. Charges should be dropped. You know what I'm saying? Reverse or whatever she said. The first time she wrote it.
What happened? Why she changed it? That should have still in.
No,
I get
it. So she really said she trying to cover all her everything. She trying to cover everything. You see what I'm saying?
The brief it was the conclusion that got
right. So she said it the first time too. Yeah. She brought it up the first time when she did the first motion, right? For the appeal. Remember the first one she did?
Yeah.
This response
I
from the
just
first
don't
one.
remember.
She
I
covered
know
a lot of
what he's saying now because I would have had the same reaction.
right.
So
She
I
covered
know
a lot of stuff. She covered a lot of stuff on the first one. Right.
She called this shit out. It is what it is. She replying to not that BS response that the government was trying to run with. I cannot wait for this to. I didn't like the resentencing. You know, I don't want that. I don't. You know, but that's just me voicing my personal opinion on that.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I don't want them to be resentenced, but hey, she has to put it all out there. She got to put everything out there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I
She
just hate the man.
We know they're not gonna do nothing.
What pisses me off? These are his girlfriends, man. These are not even women that he just supposedly has snatched off the damn road some damn way, the way these people want to say he's doing. You know, these were women that he was dating. And they twisted their fucking relationship and made it out of something so ugly and nasty. And the people fell for it. I am still so baffled by that. I can't believe you guys, those out there that believe it, I can't believe you guys believe that man would do what these people claim he did. These were his girlfriends. These weren't women that he snatched off the street and held them captive in some damn shed, some damn where basement. It wasn't that. And you guys, oh my God, the way you guys have treated this man, it's
evil.
Like
They're evil. They're evil.
It's unforgivable. And even those that even think, you know I hear some say, well, I wasn't there. We don't know. Well, you weren't supposed to be there. That was some shit going on in that man damn bedroom with his women. What you gonna be there for? You get what I'm saying? What are you gonna be there for? It wasn't like it happened one time and they ran their ass up out of there and went straight to the police and said, no, they kept coming back, kept coming back until the party was over. So once the party was over, they concocted something because, he always had that stigma about underage, and they used it and they ran with it. And the public,
it was the government. The government twisted that whole thing around.
It doesn't matter. Like, they did it. They
but Bungie said all this stuff would have never. It was normal to them. They was good with this. Everything they was good with. The government made them do that.
Yeah, but that's good. They made them do that because they lied.
Yeah, they lied because they lied.
So they had to stick with that dumb shit.
Exactly.
But it came out on the stand.
Right. It did.
It all came out on the stand. And those people that don't want to believe it and really think that the government did such a hell of a job presenting their case because this man is looking at 30 years, man, you guys can't be more wrong. I'm sorry to disappoint you, baby. And why would you just so readily I just can't believe how you guys did R. Kelly. I just can't. But that man truly didn't deserve it. First of all, none of you know damn well that man ain't been with no damn underage damn kids in the matter in which this shit, where it didn't come out. So we already know they weren't.
Those women were not underage. Those women were grown in high school, 18 years old. Some of them were high school.
Just like the wife. She said he hog-tied her ass. Okay. Right. When did he hog-tie you, with the first child, the second child, or the third damn child? Because you still kept your ass there. And he filed for the divorce. You didn't. But they ran to her rescue because they wanted to believe it, even though the shit wasn't making sense. No, you guys was having one of your freaky ass nights. He hog-tied your ass. And after he did whatever, he forgot your ass was hog-tied and he fell to sleep.
Ladydee, you crazy.
He fell asleep on your ass, so you got bad.
He don't know what the heck was going on.
You still. but you know she's lying, girl. You know that man that kept that damn girl hog tied all damn. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Girl, no.
Man, I go back and watch some of my old videos. I'm like, God damn, I can't believe these people. They fell for that bull. I can't believe it.
They took a lot of
Even
stuff
with
from
Adrielle, it doesn't make sense. These people still want to say she was a victim, even though you got proof that her mama and her and the dad concocted the whole thing so they could be a part of this man's life, man. When you read about, I had a dream that you was pregnant with his baby. You had a cute little one. Y'all ignore, you can't ignore something like that because this heifer is about to get over 500,000 goddamn dollars. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? I had a long ass day. I'm tired as hell. I done sat here and read 20 pages. I've sat here and read 20 pages to you guys. I have, wait a minute. Do I have any likes? Do I even have one? Do I have at least one? Do I have one to marry you? Because this is my last time on this damn channel. How many people I got in the chat? Can anybody see? Let me see. Let me go. Let me see.
Do you have one what? What you saying? One what, Ladydee?
How many people I got in the chat?
You had 100 and some people, 131 people when I looked.
How many likes did I have?
You had 125 when I looked, 100 and some likes. You had a lot of likes.
So I'll be back then.
You had a lot of likes. Yeah, 123. It was like one. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I basically wanted to get your opinion. The brief, it was awesome. I got stumped at the end.
She told everybody. She told that was the wife. There was a wife on the tape, y'all.
Yeah.
The wife was on the tape. It wasn't young little girl.
Yeah. Hey guys, please, when it comes to, none of us, we're not supposed to judge anyone. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go there, examine that person on your own. Don't go by what someone says or because you don't know what that person has gone through to even have that feeling about someone. So you gotta make your decision about a person on your own. That's like being in a clique where if this person don't like, shit with such and such, don't ever do that, because you may be running away from a good person because you're going by listening to some bullshit what somebody else is saying, and that person is not even that person. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge people by somebody else. Don't judge nobody. Make your relationships or whatever you do from your own heart. And if you're not feeling it, I get it. Stay away from them. But don't turn away from someone based on opinions of someone else. That's just the worst thing you can ever do, because that's what they did to Robert. And the sad part is they gonna regret it, because he's coming up out of there. And that music industry, it ain't shit right now. I'm keeping it real. I ain't heard shit to move me from, no, because everything I'm listening to is very old music, because that's when music was music. This shit they playing today, Robert, please, baby, come out here and help them, because I don't get it. The music industry is just nothing. I don't think my age has anything to do with it, because I love music. I don't give a damn who's singing it. If it's moving me, I'm going to, I listen to it. So that's not it. They're not talking about shit. And one thing Robert was trying to educate these damn people: when you're making music, you better talk about life, because people can relate to it. When you're making up some shit, that shit don't last. You're a one-hit wonder. You guys remember Robert saying that? When you try to rush to get there too soon, we forget about you.
Yep.
So guys, let me see. Let me make some more comments before I get off of here. Damn, it's after 9. After
9.
Tamaria, I'm gonna beat you up, Tamaria. You the one who got me on this thing.
Ladydee, look. It was good. It was good. I'm
I
loving
was
it.
the reading okay? I'm sorry, I messed up. And then when I see shit, I have to comment. That's
You've
just
been
me.
too angry for me.
Uh,
You get too angry. I'm like, she angry.
oh my God. Big Bad, the fighters on kills coming home. Amen. Yes, it is. And he coming. He wrote that entire Charlie Wilson. Oh, I didn't know that next level. I did not know that. I didn't know that. I am so done with him. I used to be real. He's so phony to me when I see him. I can't even get into him anymore. K. Michelle said, don't let her name drop about who. Oh, all them people full of shit. All of them. Don't you find that odd that everybody have a whole lot to say about a lot of shit? Once somebody say something, if you seeing some shit that's going on that you know that shit ain't right, and especially if it's involving a damn child, how the whole hell you gonna hold on to that shit? So I don't fall for that. A lot of them had a whole lot to say. Everybody, what was that girl? Kelly Price. Well, my mother said, where there's smoke, there's fire. But these are people that he looked out for, man, that just broke my heart. I don't listen to none of their ass no more. Full of shit. Because they doing that for these little stations that they going on and all that. What did you see? You saw this man with his girlfriends. But what I heard somebody say, the mamas be in the kitchen or whatever, da 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 da. So what are you saying though? What does that mean? And again, everything you're saying, they at his place. He's nowhere near. He's not with them. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the mindset of you people. It's a lot of shit out there. You got to read between the lines, baby. K. Michelle is full of shit. Wait till Robert come out. She gonna be the first one want a damn hit. I'm telling you. That's right, Lady D. I hear Robert on their show when he said Charlie came to him while he was playing a basketball game and wrote the song when he went. No shit. See, that's just a gift, man. Panel guest, hello. Oh, Monet. So is that it, guys? Nothing. Hey, Sir Miguel. What's up, Sir Miguel? That's my guy right there. Jack Mack, what's going on, guys? Does anyone would you want to come up? Let me put the link in here one last time. Do you guys want to come up and make a comment about the reply I read? And if you missed it, you can always catch it on the replay. If you want a copy, let me know. If you guys want that, I'll make that happen. I got to figure it out. My computer, man, I can't believe the shit my computer is doing. I have so much work to do and can't even do it because I don't know what I did. And I even backed the shit up till an earlier time to try to correct it, and it's still not. It is unbelievable. I got to figure it out, though. Let's see. R. Kelly belongs to God, and he covered. Yeah, amen. All day long. No, that's right. Hey, Larry. The Ladydee that put him in jail, he was saving her life from her father. And that's even her. Yeah, I know, Larry. I know that about that. It's crazy. So no one wants to come up and join me in Tamaria before I get off of here?
I know, right?
That's all good. No problem. Leave your comments. I know I missed a lot in the chat. I would definitely go back and see what I missed. And next time I'm on, we could talk about it. Since you squared. See, that's why I don't come on. You said I come on, I read, I'm asking for comments, and no one would come up. And I ain't one to beg at all. Okay.
Thank you, Ladydee. I appreciate you.
I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, though.
I did. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up and reading it. We didn't have a lot of people reading it, so thank you for reading it.
You're welcome. Well, I'm glad I read it, and I'm glad I did it live. So if anyone missed it and wants to know what the reply was all about, they can get it from here that way. And again, if my computer is acting right, I'm going to create a link and I'll put it on the community wall for those that may want a copy of it. Because I tried to download it and it pissed me off because my system is messed up. I had to go back into Pace and pay for the shit again. So you know I'm mad. And then y'all don't even want to come up on the damn panel. But that's okay. I can't win with you guys. I give up. Okay.
Come on, y'all. Don't nobody have nothing to say? No one has anything to say?
I think the true R. Kelly reporters left. These are new. I believe these people are new.
Don't be scared, y'all. Hit the link.
Last time. Oh, what's the hearts for? For R. Kelly?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he deserves all of them. Oh, thanks. See, this is my girl, too. Thank you, Empress.
Sorry, y'all, for tuning y'all ear. I'm trying to.
Spit fight. Hey, Spit, what is going on?
Hi, babies. How are you? Hi, chat. How y'all doing?
Good.
I usually don't do panels no more, but
you always welcome on my panel.
because you said, when you speak, I gotta listen and do what I'm supposed to do. You'll whoop me. I ain't gonna.
What I say?
You be like, y'all ain't gonna get up here. I'm like, I do what I'm told. I do what I'm told. I'm coming. I ain't getting in trouble for none of these Negroes. See, I'm on here. When Ladydee speak, I'm on here. I do what I'm told. I ain't getting whooping for nobody.
Stop. Stop and speak.
But you were speaking the truth though. But that thing down there ain't got no eyes. We gonna get you some help for that. We gonna get you some help for that, right? I don't know what y'all be saying. I'm gonna do a compilation one day of the craziest stuff that ever been said on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, did she just say that thing down there ain't got no She gonna look back on this and laugh at that.
I saw a couple of people comment on that shit. That shit is for real though. That's why
you never know what you're gonna say on the internet. You never know how things come out. You never know how things come out.
So were you here doing the reading of the would you like a copy for your channel?
You know what? I do have. I don't even know if my pacer is still activated.
You don't have to. You don't have to get it. I have it.
Oh yeah, well send it to me if you can, because I don't even know. Yeah, I ain't been on pacer in a minute.
You can read it on the MIB. I want all R. Kelly's supporters. Okay,
I damn sure will.
I got my channel, but
yeah. Please, thank you so very much.
Is there anyone else? Shoot me an email with your email address, and I'll get it to you guys.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
What's your opinion about it, though, Spit?
You know what? I caught tail ends of it or whatever, so I'm gonna, read it again on the MIB and
I want to know
break it down. But your commentary itself kind of tells it all. When you break down what it is and the truth behind it and the common sense with it and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's all it really is, though. That's why I hate the way people turn on
But what? I was really pissed the last week. Because when we just get some momentum for R. Kelly, it's always seems something happen to where we fall back down. Like that Megan Thee Stallion verse, I hated that verse.
What was it? I didn't hear, because I don't keep up with that stuff, because that shit just messed.
But it all relates. I hated that verse. What did she
say? Can you recall?
Well, she was talking about Tory Lanez. And she was talking about, he's dancing and making R. Kelly go viral. And, she was going at a whole lot of people.
She put R. Kelly in her song?
Yes. And I was so pissed about it.
Like, just so she could sell this shit.
But, I just was like, you know what? She don't even want this shit. Like, she don't even want his supporters. Because I could have been a messy ass blogger. You know what I'm saying? I could have been a messy blogger and went on a journey on and attacked the hotties. I mean, I really could have. I mean, it's a lot of us that we could have did it. But a lot of
people out there that really believe that shit, and I can tell just from what you said that what that heifer said, she ain't read a damn page.
But she ain't read it because she's young and stupid and things like that. And so she that victim plan worked for her. Like, and everybody's like, oh, he shot her. How do you shoot somebody without a scar?
A bullet wound looks. I thought you have a hole. That have to look like she was wearing some shoes that was bad. You know how that shit.
She wore the shoes the next day and was doing a video.
No, what I'm saying, you know how them shoes, could be a new shoe. That shit rub up on the back of your damn foot and leave that scab. That's what the shit looked like for what I saw. It didn't look like no damn bullet hole. Shit, I remember my brother got shot. That thing left a big ass hole in his damn foot.
Look, I had went to tactical training, right? And we were shooting, and they was shooting me, and I got a bullet mark in my left breast.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And when I was, and so and that thing is still there to this day. And I'm just
you were doing what?
I went to tactical training, like shooting, right?
And they what? Okay, right.
Right. And so
you got shot for real?
No, well, the pallets was out of the bullets, but the bullets were real. You know what I mean? And so the thing that I said that to say is I'm trying to look at her feet, her foot, or whatever she got shot in. And I was really literally looking at the mark on my breast. And I'm like, this don't look the same.
That's what I saw. I wonder if you saw the same picture because it looked like, because it's showing the back of the foot, right?
Just like, did she just step in some glass? Because I'm like, and then it was the back of the foot. Right? And then people say, well, he shot her. I don't know. I just don't know.
Okay,
and
wait a minute. Okay, now that her thing kind of coming back to me. Now, during COVID, those two were together every day. Weren't they like dating?
Yeah, they was together sexually.
Yeah.
She was together with everybody sexually. And one thing I can say, I believe, Nikki, they said that the girl had some interactions with her stepfather after her mama died, right?
What?
So I just
that's rumored, though. Nobody really know that.
Well, you know what? She could have been sued, for putting that out there on Bigfoot. But here's what I want to say about that. I wanted to say about that because I'm like, okay. And then she was talking about the verse in Megan's Law, right? So I'm like, okay, she was talking about Nicki Minaj and stuff like that, but then she brought R. Kelly in and stuff. So she played strictly victim, and that shit went to number one.
It went to number one because Robert Sylvester Kelly's name was in it. For real, that's why they use it. That's why they use it.
That's why they got the video. They got the video.
Kelly's name is in, that shit skyrockets. They can't sell shit without mentioning his damn name.
You said Wack 100 said what, Mammy?
They got the video with the Tory Lanez and the Megan's video. He got the video.
And what'd he say?
They're gonna put the video out.
I want to know when. I want to see that foot close up. I got to see that foot.
Or the shooting. Or what happened? It wasn't the shooting. It wasn't him who did it.
She the one put the shit up, so it's on her channel. Go to Twitter.
Here's the thing. They said the girl Kelsey shot her.
She did, because they was drunk and they was fighting.
How many years did they get that guy?
10.
Girl, they gave that man 10 damn years.
10 years for somebody who still got a foot. It ain't like you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm worse than you die. You know what I mean. She's walking around here. I don't get that. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't. And I'm not trying to victim blame and all that kind of stuff. You know, they sensitive out here.
I know that. And we don't do that. You don't do that. Just like if these girls were really victims, of course I feel for them. But see, I know this is some bullshit. So I ain't about to psych myself out. That shit is some bullshit, whether y'all believe it or not. In my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree with me now. Y'all, okay, this shit is so damn plain as damn day. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, both can see that shit, and I don't see how y'all can, and they blind.
I don't get it either. Like, my thing is, how is it that you shot and everybody got to have a trial to determine if you were shot? And then people said, well, she wasn't going to say nothing, but it wasn't until he did all this and that. Well, that's the problem with me.
But see, that's the problem. That's why the shit shouldn't have never gone anywhere.
That's why it should have never gone anywhere. That's right.
It wasn't shit. You getting back. You mad. So you gonna get eaten, and so now you gonna come on here. Now you done ruin this whole man's life.
And so Tory Lanez had some interaction with Jay-Z with Rock Nation, right? Because remember the dad came out and he was screaming at Rock Nation after the trial. Remember that, right?
Yes.
So now Nicki Minaj is coming for the Rock Nation. Rock Nation is now begging up Megan Thee Stallion. So Rock Nation is really a rotten ass. Rock Nation is rotten. Put that way.
I mean, that industry ain't shit nowhere. Our government ain't shit. We need to dismantle that
on the government
all over again, man. Because this shit they doing, and I put up on my community wall recently because Jennifer, they got some other guy off, but they ruined this guy. They took that man's life when they grabbed, set him up and accused him of a murder when he was 16 years old. I think he did 40. It was it 30 or
that's
40.
Too long. See, that's what I was saying.
They took his childhood, and now I just can't believe they did. He was 16.
So all the support I give to the Innocence Project, that's one of the things I love, but I dislike at the same time. And I'm still gonna work with them and donate with them. But the thing I hate is these decades are just too long.
It's especially
ridiculous, and that's why I said,
a child. You should listen to that podcast. Go to my because then you really be interested into that Spitfire. You should go to my community wall, and there's a podcast that you probably have to go down maybe 1, 2, 3. I know I'm always throwing some shit up there, but you don't have to search far and listen to that podcast. You are not going to believe that, guys, because that's Jennifer. It's not Jennifer, it's her partner, Ashley, there with the guy on, being interviewed about what happened to him. I think you would really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
That'd be good to go on your MIB channel too, even though it's not about R. Kelly, but it's the same injustice.
Yeah, it's still injustice. And that's one of the things I just was pissed about, because of the simple fact is these guys spend decades and there is no amount of money. So that's why I said, instead of people like marching and going like to courthouses and stuff like that, I really do think a lot of us should try to get together and go to this next. I don't care who is the president, but whatever is going on right now with the president that's going on, where they going after these black men and they sitting up there putting them in jail and they sitting up there, they privatizing these prisons. And I think that's a problem.
This guy, mind you, he went in at 16. His grandma put her house up for him. When he finally got out of prison, girl, he had nobody. Mama did, father did, so whoever that was alive when he went in there, when he came out,
they all did.
No one to meet him outside that door. Can you imagine? I can't believe it. You can't even put a dollar amount on there.
Sure can't.
You sure can't. He had nothing.
Nothing. And then probably too old to even start a family.
Yeah. You got to check it out, Spit, because the guy wanted to give him a cell phone, right? So he could call. He said, well, I don't have anyone to call. The man been gone so long. You know what he said? He said, no, I don't need I don't need that. I can just walk down to the corner store and use the payphone. Girl. How long the damn payphone's been gone, girl?
Oh my God.
You gotta listen to that podcast, Spit. That's definitely you. You can definitely use that on your channel.
Yeah, because
that broke my heart listening to that. I say, damn.
Yes, it is. And they doing it. They doing it at a rapid rate. So we gotta stop them from using the law to get at these men and just get
manipulating the law. So you got crooked people. Like what happened with this guy, just like remember when Ronnie Bo was on the channel and he was telling the story about how this cop set him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy's story, and he was only 16 when the guy did it to him. The cop with him, when they had the people in the lineup, he the one telling him, point that guy. He the one that did it. Now you know that's illegal. Jennifer near found all this, but right, I don't want to tell you. Just listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
it was deep.
Milgram experiment all over again. That's why I be showing. I'm gonna show that too.
Yeah, and I think
Again,
this guy is. I think he's Mexican. It seems like it only happens to the blacks and the Mexicans.
They do, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem. We need to the prisons need to be back with the taxpayers. They don't need to be private no more.
And you don't need no damn jury either. That shit from way back. Get that shit. That shit is outdated.
Them juries are persuaded.
Damn.
They do the Milgram experiment. Them juries don't have no common sense.
What the hell they doing now? Hell no.
The juries got to have common sense. They go along with everything the government say because they believe it.
Yeah, because exactly.
They don't understand the law.
That shit was way back then. It's no longer needed. We got to come up with something else.
Yeah, jurors are outdated, and they most of the time they wrong. Most of the time they wrong. They was wrong back in the day when they marched Jesus up Calvary. You know they was wrong.
What they did to that boy, I think that kid was like 13 years old. They actually put a 13-year-old in a damn electric chair. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jurors
have always been
that
wrong.
Was during them years where they didn't give a damn about a black person. That was doing slavery anyway.
Yeah, well, in the biblical days they did it. Jesus was the first one they did.
It hurts me when we fight each other, man. That's some sad shit.
Yeah.
Well, and then when you point fingers and help the white man put your brother in prison, that's pathetic to me.
That is so pathetic.
It really is. I'm sorry.
It is. I love you. One of the few channels. You the only channel I go see now. But
thank you, Spidge. I haven't run you away. I done ran a lot of people away.
No, I left a lot of people. You the only one that's a Kel supported channel that I actually really the only one. You're the only one. Yeah, I left everybody else alone. You're the only one. But my daughter just came home and she been gone all day. I want to greet her. So
okay, go ahead. I'm about to shut down. Thanks so much for coming on the panel, Spid. Appreciate it. Don't forget, I think you really enjoyed that podcast. You should check it out.
I will. I definitely will check it out. Thank you for having me. Thank you, panel and chat. I'll talk to you guys later.
All righty. Take care, Spid.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tamaria, so much as always for coming up and hanging with me. You're the only one trust that I'm harmless. That you can come up. Nothing is gonna happen if you come and have a conversation with Ladydee. Aaron and Tamaria can attest to that. It's all good. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the time you guys spent with me tonight. Again, I'm gonna figure out my computer. If not, I'm taking this. Oh darn! I work from home tomorrow. I was going to take this and scan. I'm going to try to mess with it. So if you guys just keep your eye on my community wall. If you guys want to do your own reading, I'll make it available to you guys. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to get off of here and eat and get me some shut-eye. I am tired. You guys don't know. I do this shit all day, what you hear me doing. I told Tamara, girl, I'm beat. I'm burnt up. And what I do, I come right in here to satisfy you guys. So I hope the reading was to your satisfaction. I hope you're happy with the brief that she did. I think she did an awesome job, as usual. It's just that the conclusion I wish was a little different, but I know there's a method to the madness. So
right.
All right. I do believe that. I do. You know, when it comes to rock, he shouldn't even be in there. Just reading that, he shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? The shit that she outlined in this reply, he shouldn't be in there. You know, he should not be in prison. Period. So take care, guys. Talk to you all soon. Have an awesome evening. Rest of your night. Tamaria, thank you. I'm going to end this stream, guys, and whatever comes up, you know, I'll be back. Take care. So look at that. See something wrong with my computer. Oh my God, I can't even end the stream. Take care, guys. Bye.